Hey besties, it's me, Behind the Shade. Let's break it down. Behind the Shade, that is. Hit the subscription button, hit the like button, and please be respectful in the comments. And I would like to know, how would you rate this episode? Child, I agree with Bambi. Scrappy, what's Scrappy first name? Is it David? Whatever. Scrappy, you are a 40-year-old toddler. You are. And who had the kids? Who y'all think babysat the kids? Do y'all think Mama D was watching the babies that night? We know it wasn't Erica, but where was Mama D? She didn't come to the fashion show. She was probably at home watching the kids. What am I talking about? Hey, besties, this is Behind the Shade. Thank you for tuning back in. We have a new recap of Love and Hip Hop. I think this was the season finale. We are at season 11, episode 31, hard press recap. Let's get into it. So we have Rashida and Kirk. The episode starts off with them taking family photos. And I was like, where did all these people come from? Duh, they got grandkids, right? I did spot their baby together. What was his name? Cannon? Carter? Carter with a K. I did spot him. I think he was the cute one with the glasses. And beautiful family. It's good to see the kids have grown up because last I remember they was all on TV fighting each other and mad at Kirk and not getting along. And I remember the daughter was working at Press and she was mad about it. So it was good to see that they have grown and matured and they're all seem like they get along and they have kids now. So this family photo shoot was really nice. Really nice. Then we go to Saucy's friend's house, Cliff, who clearly is a transgender, and they discuss his new project while they're having lunch. I think he said lamb and rice, and they wanted some Kool-Aid, chatting in there, kicking and hanging and doing what friends do. Then we move to a scene where Scrappy is getting his makeup done, and he's on the phone, kind of whispering, talking low, saying he don't want to talk to her. And who is he talking about, and what was he doing? Like, what was he doing? Was he doing a magazine shoot? What was he getting makeup done for? They didn't get into that. But we know clearly he's talking about Bam, the Bam. And it's just like, why is he so angry towards her when, sir, you ruined the marriage? I know, ego. What do you guys think? Ego? Or just selfish and just, ugh? Scrappy, you gotta grow up, son. You gotta grow up. You cannot funk with Bambi too. I mean, I know she's not perfect, but look at what you went through with Erica. Like, have you not grown? We are on season 11, sir. You brought Erica on this show on season 1. You've gone through 10 more episodes and you are still childish. And then you want to point the finger. I mean, come on, bruh. Come on. Come on. All bets are off when you cheat, homie. I don't know what you thought she was supposed to do. Oh, but I forgot. You're looking at Rashida and Kirk like she stayed with him. She supposed people did the work. Kirk did the work that he needed to do to keep Rashida there. You're not doing your work. You over there making cornflakes and pancakes with Diamond. You know, you over there with Mama D listening to her. So then we move on to Carly and Jessica White. They're talking. And Jessica really loves Carly. Are they related? Because she says something about being family. Well, Jessica does not like Kai. She called him an a-hole. She don't like him. None of us do, but Carly does. Jessica says she likes Summers for Carly, But Carly was like, well, I still love Kai, and I was messing with Summers just to get my lick back from when Kai cheated on her. And Jessica says she understands because she is still, well, she said loves, but I'm going to say in. She's still in love with Nick. Nick Cannon, that is. Wow. Well, that was something to say. Okay. Okay. So Cardi says she gonna stick beside Kai, and if he cheats again, the ring, she taking the ring to the pawn shop, and they agree that that's what they gonna do with that ring, because Jessica knows they gonna be at the pawn shop. Then we switch it over to Saucy, Santana, Rennie, and Sierra. They go to lunch, and they talk about Canada because Saucy didn't go, and Saucy was like, "I didn't want to go. Me and Zell wasn't cool. He needed to air out, be with the girls, talk, get it all out, and he wasn't going." So Zell, they talked. They talked about honest and love, and they cry and all that. They had a good thing going, but Saucy cheated. So Saucy says he's not ready. He hurt Zell, and Zell lashed out. Zell went, and so Saucy was saying how, I wanted a graceful breakup, but I guess Zell went to, the internet and called him all kind of names like Mr. Potato Head and Fat B and just all this stuff. And so Saucy is like, that was my breaking point. So Saucy is living his life. He posted another guy, and he said he happy and living his life. And of course, we heard Zell didn't like that. What did Zell say a week or so ago? He gonna go find him a woman and have a baby and start a family and be happy. It's like, oh, okay, that's your get back, huh? Don't ruin nobody else's life with your mess. Please heal, Zell. Please heal. You need to heal. Because Saucy Santana is happy and living his life, and he wants you to do the same. So then we go to Scrappy. He's at I guess it's an all males pedicure spa place where you can get facials, pedicures, and your manicures. So he links up with Mendices and Kirk, and they're getting pampered, and he's got the towel on his face, and his face looked really good, all clear and everything. And he's sitting in the pedicure chair talking about how good this pedicure is, and it looked thick, like something was in there. It was thick, and he was calling it the feet Pussy. And he kept telling them, "Oh, you gonna love it. It's a singles man dream. Get in here, get some." In DC, he got in. He was over there in this chair next to him. And so then DC asked him, "So what's up with you and Bambi? You out here living like you're single?" And Scrappy said, "AF, I'm living my best life." And now he refers to Bambi as baby mama number 2. And he tells them that they're going back to court because the Bams wrote a children's book. And he said she's writing and discussing him and kind of throwing shots out about the divorce and all that. And, he don't think it's right that, you putting his business out. He didn't approve of that. And so he's taking her to court behind this book. So Kirk comes in, and they're talking, guy talk, and so Kirk want everybody to stay together since he's staying with Rashida. He wants Scrappy and Bambi to work it out. He's just like, you don't have to go to court. You can talk things out. You don't need the government in your business. Just talk and do right. You got to come together, which I agree. But Kirk, Scrappy is a 40-year-old toddler. He does not even understand what you're talking about. All he know is Rashida stayed with you after you cheated, and that's all he can comprehend. So Mendices is talking about how him and Yandy are, because Kirk asked both of them, are you coming to the fashion show? So Scrappy is like, oh, she want me to perform. And it was like, oh, that's good. So Mandis is like, oh, I don't know, because, I'm not feeling Yandy. He's still stuck on that egg thing. And, he has a point. Like, I'm your husband. This is life-changing. You're giving your egg to your cousin / sister. She's going to have your baby, and you're going to pretend like it's your niece, cousin, or nephew, cousin, and not your son or daughter. And you want me to sit here and be okay with this? It's definitely something that needed to be talked about, probably over and over and over, until it got worked out between those two. And Yandy should know better. But Yandy feels like, I held you down for 4 years. I am entitled to do what I want to do now, live my best life and get all my bags and do this for my cousin. And very good gesture for her, because who would do that? I really admire that of Yandy, because it's love. It's love. But it is a tough situation, and it needed to be talked about between her and her husband, most definitely. And so the guys are encouraging this, and whatever, guy talk. Okay, so now we're back at the boutique press with Rashida, and they're doing a modeling casting call. There is a guy, Kirk, Bambi, and then Jessica White comes, and they're sitting there, they're judging, and they're going to pick the models for the upcoming fashion show. And Bambi encourages Jessica to do a catwalk. Show the girls how it's done, model, because she's a model. So afterwards, Jessica mentions her in vitro, this journey of hers that she's taken by herself because she wants to be a mom. And they ask Bambi how she's doing. And she's like, Scrappy's taking me back to court. And Kirk over there looking like, oh yeah? Like he didn't know. You knew. You just came from the pedicure nail salon. You know. You just heard Scrappy tell you. But I like that he did not say anything. You play your part, Kirk. Play your part. So she's like, yeah, he's taking me to court of my children's book, saying that I'm writing stuff that I'm not. Has he even read the book? Well, shoot, he could. He is a kid. Did you write it for Scrappy? I think you did. But I don't know if Mama D could read it to him, because she would have to. Shoot. Oh, Lord, where was Mama D? She was watching them grandkids. Besties, what you think? Did you hit the like button yet? Don't be listening to me and not hitting the like button. Did we rate the show? Let's rate the show. What do you think? It was a good season finale, I believe. We got some interesting wrap-ups here. So, where are we at? Yandy and Keisha. Keisha shoots Yandy for the shot to get this baby going. She had to go put the medication back in the refrigerator, and Keisha cries. And Yandy was just saying how she wishes her husband would support her on this. And, she just doing her thing. Like, Yandy, you need to slow down. You need to slow down. Why don't you want to work this out with your husband? And he's being very vocal on how this is really messing it up for him. This is messing him up. This might be his deal breaker. This is big. You doing white people stuff. And we're not used to that. We're not used to that. No offense. I'm just being real. We don't do stuff like that. We are slow to that. Slow down, Yandy. Slow down. And then I'm not even sure if it's that, or is it just because you didn't ask him? There's a lot of factors here. And Yandy, you have to move like a wife. You're going to mess around and be living with Keisha. You better slow down. But she loves her cousin. Her cousin wants this baby. And Mandisi's he needs more. I think he would come around. He just needs more time. I just don't think Mandisi's was given the space to process. I think it would have been fine, if he had the time to process. Um, yeah, even thinking back when they called for DeBrat and Judy to come, and DeBrat didn't help. DeBrat was on his side, and I like to stay neutral because I always see good, bad on both sides. What can I say? I'm a Pisces, so yeah. So we are at Rashida's fashion show, and Rashida and Kirk are backstage, and they're playing and kissing and all that. And that's so cute. We need to see that. That's really cute. Really cute. Amy shows up. She's walking in the fashion show. Jessica shows up. She's walking in the fashion show. And Bambi shows up because she's walking in the fashion show. And they're backstage. They're saying, let's go get ready. And everyone starts to show up to the show. We got Spice in her royal blue, head to toe, hair, glasses, everything. Shekinah comes in with her black on. Zell comes in. Y'all, the front of his hair, he's spraying that, huh? It looks so thick and dark, and it don't look like the back of his hair. He's getting sprayed in the front, I'm sure. And Carly shows up. Carly's on one side. Was she with Zale? And then Spice and Shekinah was on another side. No, I think, anyway, it doesn't matter. Spice tells Shekinah, that they missed her in Canada. So Shekinah was like, girl, this funeral home got me busy. And I can't help but be proud of her. That is such a good thing for her. I think that'll calm her down. So she tells Shekinah that she made up with Jessica. And she's like, okay. And that she made up with Bambi. And drum roll, Carly. And I think Shekinah has grown up and matured already since this funeral home, because her response was, that was a blessing. That was a blessing. But Shekinah said, but I'm cool on Carly. She threw a bottle at me and threw a bottle of water at me and lied and said I was messing with a married man. Shekinah talking about, I don't want no married man. I want no man with kids. I want my own man. And yes, Shekinah, yes. Preach, mama, preach. And so she said, I'm not messing up my piece for Carly Red. She's done. You could be her friend Spice, but I'm not going to do it. And Carly Red going to run you in the ground until you get like Shekinah. But maybe Carly will, do better. So here come Amy walking down the runway. Go, girl. Titties out. It was cute. Titties was out. Chaotic over there. Can't get his life together. He in love now. And then Bambi comes out. And she looks cute. She doing her thing. Scrappy over there trying to hold it together. Then Saucy comes out and performs. That was cute. Then Scrappy performed. That was nice. Like that song. And Bambi was dancing while her ex-husband was performing. She was like, I ain't hating. I like his music. This had nothing to do with what we going through. I like the music. She taking one for the team. She doing mature. But isn't Bambi older than Scrappy anyway? Didn't we find out that she's 43? Doesn't matter. But she's showing, she knows she got to get along with this guy. They have 3 children together. So she's ready to co-parent, even though he's not, because he's a 40-year-old toddler. And Rashida performs her song too. And you notice how the models had on their matching dresses. The name of the song was on the dress, displayed on the dresses, and that was cute. It was a nice fashion show. It was nice. Everybody showed up except for Mama D, but it was nice. So then Zell is like, he over there drinking. He on his fifth drink. So he decides he's going to go over there and sit and talk with Saucy. He just got to say something because they haven't seen each other since that fight. And so everybody gets up, Spice and all, Shekinah get up. They're like, okay, let them go, let them talk. And so Zell apologizes to Saucy Santana. And Saucy says, okay. So Zell was like, that's all you gonna say to us? He said, man, you sold a story. You did all that to sell a story to the blogs. And, Zell is like, I want to work for this. We can't work for this. We can't do, we supposed to give it our all. And this is not our all. And Saucy's like, no, don't want to. No. And he was like, you don't want to work it out? And so Saucy's like, hey, I don't think, no, I don't. I might need therapy. But I do know you need to put these drinks down because that's the problem. Now, if you remember, before he had a gold drink in his hand, and now this was a blue drink. So we know he has at least two. He had at least two drinks at the fashion show. But he did admit to say that he had 5 drinks. Boy, that's a lot. That's a lot. So after the show, they're praising Amy. Chaotic is just all over her. He just can't stop with his satin pink shirt with matching bow tie and vest. Baby mama number 2 looked good. Even Scrappy clapped and said she looked good. And they're like, oh, okay. So he talking about baby mama number 2, and somebody corrected him. I think it was Carly, and said your ex-wife. And so he was like, he pointed out that Rashida and stuck by Kirk. She's stuck by him. She's stuck by him, but she can't. And he walks off. So Bambi comes over, and Kirk is trying to make peace. Trying to make peace with these two. And it's just not going to happen because Scrappy is a 40-year-old toddler. So Randy comes over and she's excited. She's getting to tell everybody that she is pregnant. She wants everybody to know. And I don't know who said that, but she's like, I got something to tell y'all. Somebody said, don't tell me you pregnant. It was like, oh boy, who said that? Probably was Carly. Ain't no telling. So she tells everyone she is pregnant, and everybody was happy for her and hugging and all that. And then Scrappy comes back over, and Carly and Kirk is trying to get them two to shake hands. And Baby put her hand out to shake with Scrappy. He don't want to. He can't do it. No. He ain't ready. It ain't the time. The timing is off. And then they go ahead and just settle for a fist bump. He said, I could do that, but I can't do no handshake, because he says, like, he didn't finish his sentence, but he was pretty much saying, like a handshake is like an agreement and like a contract, and like when you two on the same page, and he's like, we ain't doing that. But they did the fist bump, so that was cute for a 40-year-old toddler. And so he was like, we're parents. And then, she good dads him. He good moms her. She a good mama. She a good mama. You're a good daddy. You're a good daddy. But then she do this front for y'all. But I got text messages that she be talking all this head and this and and oh my God. And she like, and you this and you that and this, and he like, she front in front of y'all. And so she said something about, you just mad because you can't have none of this no more. He said, you? I don't want you. Oh my God. And then she called him all kind of bees. It was like, oh my gosh. Oh my God. And then the 40-year-old toddler walks off again and says, baby, you and Mama D, y'all the same. Y'all got a lot. Y'all both psychotic. Called it psychotic and crazy and all this stuff. And it's like, you and Mama D the same person. And it was like, okay. Okay, Scrappy, 40-year-old toddler. Maybe that's what attracted you to Bambi, is because she reminded you of your mom. Maybe that's what you're looking for, is another mama. But no, you're actually looking for a Rashida. You want someone that's going to put up with your stuff. And Bambi is not. And I just hate that for them, because it was just kind of, I hate that for them. But that was the end of the episode, the end of the season. This was the finale. They ended it where Spice is excited about growing and becoming a better person, and Carly was going to be a better person too. Rashida said her and Kirk gonna have more sex. Who else? Zell is whatever. We'll see them all next season, I'm sure. Yeah, season 12, we'll all see all these people back for some more. Well, tell me what you guys thought. How do you rate this episode? Drop down in the comments and let me know what you think. Remember, be respectful. You have your opinion, I have mine. And I'll chat with you guys on the next video. Bye, besties.